Hi my angels, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys 10 easy heatless hairstyles which are perfect for back to school or for whenever you really want to wear any of these hairstyles, but they are super easy to do. All of these hairstyles took me between 2 to 3 or 4 minutes, so they are super quick and easy to do. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, which is just down there, and don't forget to hit the bell next to the subscribe button because that's going to let you guys know every single time I upload. So if you would like to see 10 heatless easy hairstyles, including this one, which I like to call the stuffed bun, then please keep watching. So the first hairstyle is a side chunky braid. So I'm doing a side parting and then I'm Dutch braiding this side of my hair, where I basically get 3 strands, and then from all the outside strands I add hair from the sides of my hair and basically make it into a plait. There's loads of Dutch braid videos on YouTube, so definitely check them out if you find it really confusing. But I'm just carrying this on just above my ear, and then I'm just carrying on as a normal plait. And this is what you are left with. But one thing that I do is I pull at the braid to make it super big and super chunky, and this keeps your hair out of your face and it looks really pretty at the same time. The next hairstyle is one of my favorites. It's my go-to kind of bun that I do, or top knot that I do on the top of my head. What I like to do is I like to take half of my hair first and put that into a ponytail and kind of like bring out some side hairs just to make it nice and looking a little bit messy. Then I bring up the rest of my hair and put that into a ponytail. And as you can see, I do have some little flyaways and baby hairs, so I am making sure that they are hairsprayed down so that it looks really nice and sleek at the top of my head. And then what I simply do is I twist that round the ponytail and I basically just bobby pin that into place. I like to put one at the front, one at the back, and then 2 bobby pins at the sides, and this keeps it really nice and secure, and it gives it a really nice big kind of top bun effect. But if you want to remix this hairstyle and you want to do it in a bit of a messier look, then I like to take that same ponytail, but I use a rubber band to basically put all of this into place and keep it all there, and it kind of gives it more of like a messy, edgier vibe, and my bun looks different every single time that I do it, which is one of the reasons why I quite like doing it this way. The next hairstyle is something very sleek and very chic. I'm doing a middle parting, and I'm making sure that all of my hair is nice and sleeked down and that it's covering my ears, and I'm basically gathering all the hair at the nape of my neck and sleeking all of that hair down and then just tying that away in a low ponytail. One thing you've got to make sure is that you've got no flyaways and that everything's looking really shiny and really sleek. So here I'm just hairspraying all of my hairs down, because we definitely do not want any baby hairs showing up. But one thing that I like to do is I like to tie a little bit of my hair around the hairband, and this just makes the look even more sleek. And this is what the final result is, something that is very like Hollywood glam, but you can totally get away from wearing for school. This one here is a really fun one. I'm taking 2 chunky strands of hair from behind my ear and I'm tying all the rest of the hair back, and with those 2 strands I'm basically just putting them into 2 braids. I wish I could braid my hair as quick as this. This probably took the longest. This probably took about 4 minutes to do in total. But I'm just braiding both of those sections of hairs, and then once they are braided and secured at the ends, I'm pulling at the braid to make it look a little bit bigger than what it is. And this is just going to make it look nice and chunky. And once I'm done with that, I'm bringing down the rest of my hair, making sure it's nice and backwards. I'm basically taking those 2 braids and crossing them over and tucking the sides in like you can see here. And then I am securing them with 2 bobby pins, making sure the bobby pins are basically like crossed over each other, and that's going to make it really nice and secure. And I'm just doing the same thing to the other side. And then you can totally skip out this step, but you can pull out some bits of hair just to make it a little bit more like messy and not so neat. And this is what you are left with, a kind of DIY braided headband, which is really quite cool. This one here is probably the quickest hairstyle that you can do. So I'm putting my hair back, half my hair back up, and pulling out some strands at the front to make it look a little bit messy, and then I'm tying the hair back, but on the last tie, I'm only putting half of the hair through and then just giving it a pull and making the front part of my hair nice and big and poofy. And this, you guys, is it. This keeps your hair out of your face, but it also keeps it down at the same time. So it's really nice and it's quite like a really cute hairstyle. The next one is more of an edgy look. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking a rectangle shape of hair from like the front portion of my head, like you can see here. I'm keeping that aside and then I'm tying the rest of my hair back so it's out of the way, and with that front portion I am going to Dutch braid that section. So this is going to make a really nice bumpy plait in our head, kind of like the crown. I don't really know what area to call this, but you guys get my drift. But basically when I get to the end of that hair, I'm tying it all away and then pulling at that braid to make it really like big and fluffy and messy, and taking the rest of the hair out, and I'm left with this really like punk rock chick kind of edgy hair look. I really love this. The next one is, again, another favorite of mine. I love ponytails. I'm doing my trick of putting half of my hair up first and tying that away, pulling some strands out, and then I'm going to be tying the rest of my hair up. I find that this gives my hair a lot of volume without having to do anything. So here I'm just tying the rest of my hair back up into that same initial ponytail, and what I will do next is I am going to hairspray any of the flyaways away because I do have lots of baby hairs. So I'm just hairspraying those down, and then I'm going to be doing a trick to make my hair even bigger. So I'm just pulling at the top part of my hair and tightening that up, and it really makes it big and poofy like this. And I love it because it's so easy to do and it still looks really effortless but really chic. And then if you want to hide the band, you can take a strand of hair from the back of the ponytail, wrap it around the ponytail, and then just bobby pin that place. Again, using 2 bobby pins and keeping them in like a crisscross section on top of each other, because that's going to make it really nice and secure. And this is what we are left with. This one is a kind of weird, different plait almost. So I'm taking all of my hair to one side, and then I'm taking the back section of my hair and leaving a big kind of chunky portion of that aside. Then I'm taking the remainder of the hair and splitting that in 2, and then taking that little strand of hair, or that chunky strand of hair, I'm going over the back section and then under the front section, and then I'm going to put that same strand above the front section and underneath the back section, and then I'm going to go above the back section, and basically continuing that over and over again until I finish that strand. When I know that strand is coming to an end, I will kind of tuck it into the rest of the hair and then take another portion of hair out from one of the sides. So I'm just going to continue that all the way down to the rest of my ponytail until it's finished, and tying that all into place, pulling some hair strands out just to make it nice and messy so it's not too neat and not too like prim and proper. We like messy hair. Messy hair always looks so much better. And this is what you are left with, a really fun, like geometric, weird, cool braid. This one here is probably my easiest. Well, I've said this about quite a lot of these hairstyles, but this one is super easy. This looks great on straight hair and curly hair or natural hair as well. But I'm just pulling out strands of my hair and very messily tying that up. It doesn't matter if you have lumps and bumps on the parts of your head, because it just adds to like the look and feel of this. And then I like to twist the hairs that I've kind of left out because it makes them more prominent, and it just makes it more like, I don't know, it makes it look a little bit neater and less frizzy, and this is what you're left with. I love doing this with my natural hair, it looks amazing. And the final hairstyle is my stuffed bun, so I'm just taking a few strands out from the front of my hair to make it look nice and messy. And then I'm taking the rest of my hair back and tying it into a ponytail, not too low, not too high. And what I'm doing now is I'm creating a hole in the back of my head and stuffing all of my hair into that hole. This definitely would work better with people who have slightly shorter hair than mine, because it was quite difficult to get it in there, but I'm just bobby pinning the front top bits into place, and this is what you are left with. And this, you guys, is the end of my 10 easy, quick, super quick back to school heatless hairstyles. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Thank you so much for joining me on this video, and I will see you all in my next one.